在开始之前，我要先讲，就是我的组员他退学，所以这我跟报告。Hello everybody, my name is Deng Li Hao, and I'm from Department of Mechanical Engineering. My topic is cystic fibrosis. Let's start from the vocabulary. The first is cyst, then second is antibiotic, third is mutate, the fourth is aggravate, the fifth is recessive. And today I'm going to introduce a disease called cystic fibrosis. First, I will start from its history. Second, I will mention its symptoms. Third, I will talk about its treatment. And then I will explain how people get this disease. Also mention what kind of people are liable to get this disease. Finally, I will introduce others related to this disease. Let's start from its history. Cystic fibrosis is a genetic disease, which means the patient gets this disease while born. Before 1930, cystic fibrosis wasn't considered as a single disease. However, dating back to the report in the 17th century, it described that the child's eyebrows are sweating. In 1938, Dr. Dorothy Anderson announced a groundbreaking paper. She confirmed that cystic fibrosis is a genetic disease. Next, move on to its symptoms. There is lots of symptoms for this disease. The first is respiratory system, such as lungs inflammation, hemoptysis, bronchiectasis, pulmonary hypertension, and even respiratory organs failure. Second, other organs such as gastrointestinal tract, liver, and pancreas were all affected by this disease. A newborn might not defecate easily if get the disease. Pancreas and liver will be plugged up by secretions which stop these organs from discharging digestive fluid. Third is growth. As mentioned above, without enough digestive fluid, also gastrointestinal tract affected by disease, cause malnutrition, which affect patients' growth. Last, cystic fibrosis will cause patients infertility. This disease, without a doubt, gives patients lots of pressure and threat. Then how to cure it? Unfortunately, this disease can be cured totally, but there still have some ways to alleviate symptoms. For example, use antibiotics, nutritional supplements, and surgery. Give different treatment depends on patient symptoms. In addition to those treatments, there still have some ways to lower symptoms. I'll introduce it later. As for the reason of people get this disease, as I just mentioned at the beginning, it's a genetic disease, or called recessive inheritance disease. In human body, there has a pair of alleles called CFTR. They have a relation with secrete body fluid. When people get both of mutated CFTR allele, which are inherited by parents, make CFTR disabled. Thus cause the chloride channel malfunction, leads to dehydration and the amount of sticky secretions increase. Knowing the principle of disease, pharmaceutical company development an enhancer to restore the chloride channel. Now let's look at who are liable to get the disease. I believe that though most of everyone had never heard this disease before. Why? This is because the probability of Asian people have mutated CFTR allele is very low. It's often seen in people who have North Europe or Ashkenazi Jews pedigree. Finally, let me talk about others related to this disease. Since last year, the outbreak of COVID-19 have caused millions of people die. COVID-19 also threatened cystic fibrosis patient life because patients' lungs function are already weak. Pneumonia will aggravate symptoms. Now let's move on to the question. Number 1, please mention 2 symptoms of cystic fibrosis. And the answer is, you can say the respiratory system and the livers or even pancreas, or the growth or to say malfunction, not malfunction, sorry, malnutrition or infertility. The second question is which race have high chance to inherit this disease? And the answer is here. North Europe or Ashkenazi Jews. Okay. The third question is which pairs of alleles mutated that cause this disease? And the answer is here. CFTR. The full name is too long, then it called CFTR. Okay, that's all of my presentation. Thank you for listening.